Good evening.
Hello and good
Hello,
evening.
everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Powerful Women in Action. I know there is a face that is missing. This is Keelan, our leader and host that normally does these calls. She is happens to be sick, so we're going to send our prayers for her to be well. But tonight you do have myself, Shani Russell, and Mrs. Dr. Sandra Ship. Hello, hello,
Hello.
beautiful.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I am doing good and feeling better.
Yeah. Well, it's so great to be here tonight with you.
I know, right? You too. So I know before we get into tonight's topic, I know Keyline usually have us introduce ourselves and make sure that we know, our listeners know who we are. So my name is Shani Russell. I am a motivational speaker, a wife, mom, and coach. Let's put that out there first. Wife, mom, and coach, and also motivational speaker. My journey started about 2 years ago with this amazing skincare company called Miriam Internationals. And from there, it's kind of unfolded from just building relationships with like-minded women who I had no idea we would, cross those paths, and here we are. And I'm loving it. It's just been an amazing journey.
Great. And I am Dr. Sandra Shipp, and I am a Christian author, coach, speaker. My first book, entitled Christian Dating is a Joke, is on Amazon. It is a bestseller. My second book, soon to be released, is called Stop Fighting Prosperity. It's okay for Christians to have money. And basically what I do is I help professional Christian men and women who want to find their purpose and rediscover they want to move from their dream to their destiny, and I help them. That's what I do. So I am just so happy to be here tonight, and we have a powerful topic that we want to bring to you, and I'm going to turn it right back over to you, Shawnee, for you to let everybody know what we're going to be talking about tonight.
No problem. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Dr. Sandra Ship. Boss baby. Well, going into tonight's topic, actually last week, me and Dr. Sandra Ship, because our wonderful leader, she has been sick, so we had a chance to kind of communicate and bounce ideas and figure out what was we going to talk to you guys about tonight. And last week we kind of focused on what exactly a powerful woman in action was. I did miss that one. I want to iterate with our topic tonight. So don't feel like you missed anything because you didn't. But tonight's topic is about building a strong foundation.
Yes, yes.
What about something unbreakable? What about something that can't shake? What about something that once you build it is there, solid?
Yes.
So, we're gonna talk about that tonight. And I guess before we really get into that, did you want to share something, or did you want me to just go?
Yeah, I really did a lot of thinking after you and I talked, and I really thought that this was really an important topic that we wanted to bring to the ladies tonight, because you really can't do anything if you don't start out with a really solid foundation. And I felt like this was something that, the women can get a lot of great takeaways that they're going to be able to use. So I'm really excited about everything that we're going to talk about tonight, and even bringing in our leaders element, Kaylan's element about leadership too. So we want to go ahead and do that tonight too. So let me start us off by asking you a question. As our mindset coach, tell me, so what kind of mindset would a woman need to have if she wants to be a powerful woman and she wants to understand, what kind of mindset would she need to have a strong foundation?
Okay, so prior to hearing your direct question and actually getting onto this call, I had so many things I wanted to talk about, right? Because we write down our notes, we put our strategies together. I mean, all speakers do it. But because we did actually have a chance to talk with our leader, I actually want to bounce a little bit off of what she said, but then bring it back to my concept. So like I said, we spoke to our leader, so that's how awesome she is. Like, she's never really missing in action. As you can see, her beautiful picture is here, but you don't really see her energy, but you can feel it. And so with that, I want to make sure that we bring on her words. So she mentioned something from about leading from the law of lid, or the law of lid. I won't go into details because I believe Miss Dr. Sandra Shipp got something cooking for you guys real good on manifestation on that and a success mode of it. I want to be specific.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. And so
heart.
With that being said, I just want to make sure that her words that she mentioned was the effectiveness. And when she said that to me, I wanted to make sure that was mentioned to you guys tonight. To build a strong foundation, it's all about your effectiveness. And so with that being said, I want to mention a few strategies, a few points to really bring that to light, your effectiveness. How to be effectiveness and build a solid foundation that won't shake. So I was really excited to share with our leaders here. This is Dr. Sandra Shipp and Keelan, a conversation earlier. But I was like, wait, I can't share it right now because if I share it, it's gonna waste the video. So one of my good friends and I had a conversation about the three little pigs. I know everybody's heard that story, the three little pigs. And so you know how you got those three houses, every pig builds a house. You got your one house that's built of straw. You got the other house that's built of sticks. And you got the other house that's built of rocks. So I'm pretty sure you guys know where I'm going with this. So I want to focus on, like I said, the effectiveness of building a solid foundation.
Yeah.
So when I think of that, I think of concepts. I'm a concept type of girl. I need simplicity, but I need steps so that I know where to start, where to go, and how can I move this forward. That's the type of person I am. So when we brought this conversation to step, we talked about effectiveness, building a strong foundation. Here's three tips that I want to leave with you guys. Love, faith, and kindness.
Yes.
Here's why. Love. I will not ever push my beliefs or my faith on anyone else, but we know God to be love. And with love, you can pretty much build the most solid of a foundation, because you don't come from emotions. You don't come from a place of emotions. You come from a place of wanting to give. You come from a place of wanting to help. You come from a place of wanting to see that greater mission. You know what I mean? So when you come from that place, 1 second, baby. Okay? Because we're live. I don't want your face all over here on my live. I don't need the world seeing all this, okay? So 1 second. 1 second.
We are live.
Exactly. I don't want my baby all over this. But however, like back to the topic, with love, we know that God is love.
Yeah.
And if you have that and it's instilled in you, you're not going to be impeached on throwing his word at people, but you're going to be more cultivated with helping people understand his word in the first place.
Yes.
So that's what I mean by love. And then faith. So we just mentioned God. Like I said, I won't ever impeach my beliefs on someone else, because you can call it higher power, you can call it someone different, but my God that I serve, you have to have faith. Right. And the faith that he's resonated in me is allowed me to believe in myself and to help others see him in the light that I've seen him in. Mm-hmm. And so with that, you need that love and the faith to bounce with that solid foundation, because when you have that faith, there's nothing that can shake that. So you see that you have love and your faith. Those are your two links. Mm-hmm. It's sturdy. It can move a little bit, but it's sturdy, right? Right. So now we're going to add that one, kindness. Now earlier when I think I mentioned it to you, Sandra, I think I said trust.
You did.
I did. Mm-hmm. Here's why I said kindness. This is exactly why I'm going to switch it. So I recently had a situation and my girlfriend was just sitting here. It's so funny because she's sitting here live. But so we had a situation earlier and she was expressing something about kindness. It literally swept up the energy in the room. It literally swept up the energy. She got a call and I'm like, oh man, hold on. What's going on? Who is that you talking to? Here's the thing. Your kindness, and I say this would be kind, be creative. Your kindness is your strength in other people's weaknesses. People don't understand kindness because they confuse it with being nice. And that's legit. They confuse it with being nice. Here's the thing. Being nice is being appeasing. You want to please people. You need that affirmation from people. Like, oh man, you confirmed that I'm doing something good. that is not what you are looking for when you're in the light of kindness. Like I said, that is your strength and other people's weaknesses. Mm-hmm. So when you're living in your light of kindness, there is nothing, because now we have 3, right?
Right.
There's absolutely nothing that can break that bond between love, kindness, and faith. So that's what I want to leave with you guys. Build a strong foundation. Believe in yourself, believe in your purpose, believe in your higher power as to why you are here, and develop the love that he created in you. He thought so much of you that he created you 1 in 400 trillion odds. He thought so much of you that he gave you the choice to love or not. So that's what I want to encourage somebody. Build a strong foundation, something that nobody can shake. So build that for yourself. Mrs. Sandra Shipp.
Wow. Excellent. Excellent. And so much energy and life. Don't you just love that? Oh my goodness.
I love it.
No, your energy, your the spark that you bring, the energy that you bring is just, it's just so effervescent. So I know everybody appreciates it, that hears you. And we want to be mindful again of our leader. And so in her absence, yes. she represents the leadership piece of our group. And I asked her, what would you want to say tonight to the people? And she mentioned 2 things because, as you all know, she's a John Maxwell coach. She's training along that line. And she loves to talk about the laws. There's a book that she often refers to. It's John Maxwell's book, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Folks, if you've never read that book, it's an awesome book. The training from there will go with you for the rest of your life. And there are 2 laws that she wanted us to talk about and mention tonight. And the first one is the first law in the irrefutable laws, and that is the law of the lid. Now, basically, the concept in the law of the lid is that you can never go beyond your level of leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And no matter what you try to do, you can't do it without leadership. And if your leadership level is a 4, then whatever you're doing can never go beyond a 3. You can't go above whatever your number or number of leadership is, unless we're using the scale of 1 to 10. Okay, so if your leadership level is a 4, you can raise that up by becoming a better leader, by doing things that you need to do to increase your level of leadership. Therefore, everyone who's following you can rise its way. So you can move from a 4, let's say, to a 7. But that means your organization can also rise, but it can go no farther than a 6 or a 7. So the point is to lift the lid for you to go higher. As you go higher, everyone else with your organization, everyone on your team, in your business, your ministry, or whatever God has called you to do, it will rise as far as the leader rises. So it's on us as leaders to always continue to grow, so that as we elevate, those who are part of us, who follow us, will also elevate with us. And from studying the law of the lid, my biggest takeaway from the law of the lid is the rule of 5. And John Maxwell talks about how if you want to go and knock down a tree, doesn't matter how big the tree is, you got this big tree in this forest and you want to cut down the tree. His theory is that if you go and outside and you take the axe and you swing at that tree 5 times today, and you put that down, and tomorrow you get up and you go out and you swing 5 more times at the tree, and you keep doing this day after day, eventually, no matter how huge or large this tree might be, if you just continue to be consistent and swing at that tree 5 times a day, that tree, no matter how hard, how gigantic it is, how massive it is, it's going to come down. And he's saying that for whatever issues or whatever we're dealing with in life, whatever our dream is, whatever we want to accomplish, if we just begin to take small, consistent steps toward that, we can attain any goal. Now, I just love that, because that lets know you don't have to be big, famous, but
any of that. You just need to begin to take steady, consistent action on a day-to-day basis. And you too can accomplish great things in your life. So that was powerful foundation piece our leader gave us. And the second thing she wanted us to talk about and be mentioned tonight, and then I want to hear your comments, Shawnee, before I go to the next part. But she mentioned the law of empowerment. And that is, the law of empowerment states that those who have power or leadership, our job is to empower others and to pass the skills, the gifts, and the leadership, or whatever we have, to pass it on to those who are part of our team, organization, those who are following us, who look to us as leaders. Then we need to also impart to them whatever we've gained. Pass it on, basically. You gain knowledge, information, pass it on. And really, each time we come to you, each week we come, that you allow us access to come and be able to speak into your life. That's what we want to do. We want to empower you. We want to pass on whatever knowledge, gifts, and information God may have given us, so that we can help to, as our leader said, lift you up. As we ourselves lift up, we want to also lift you up. We want to also empower you. Any thoughts you have, Shawnee, on that?
I guess I just want to add to, it's true. With power, with great power comes great responsibility. And it's the truest statement. Our power isn't to us. Our power is to give that to others, so that they can be empowered, so that they can be full.
Yes.
I don't know any other word for it. It's full. It's that feeling when you've missed a couple meals and you're like, oh man, I need to eat something. It's now you feel full, you feel fed. You hit it. I can't add anything to it. It's our duty responsibility to pass on our information. That's our mission here. It isn't to just be informed with. I know our this line is Christian based, so it isn't just to be connected with our Heavenly Father. It's to be connected and to give that to others, to allow them to see His word through our life, and not allow it to be something that's dying down. So I love it. You hit it on the nose. It's empowering to pass it on, pass it forward.
Yeah. And then the final piece we want to talk about tonight is
want to talk about. I do have a question. I'm sorry, Sandra.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. My question that I do want to know is, what are your thoughts on to build a strong foundation? I know you mentioned it, obviously, gaining information and being able to pass that on to others. But what are your thoughts as some specific, not really strategies or steps, but what is something that somebody can take with them, leaving off of this call or hearing this call, to know what they can do from this point on out to gain that success and building a strong foundation?
Thank you, Shawnee, for that question. When I think of foundation, you always have to go back to the beginning. I mean, the genesis, the beginning. Where did it all start? And we were talking about, just being a little bit more transparent, giving information about ourselves a little bit. And I'll never forget, I was in elementary school. I went to Catholic schools all of my young life. And I remember, I must have been about in 6th grade, and Sister Karen Rose, I'll never forget, said, there are a couple of questions that people ask, and if you can ever get the answer to these questions, she said, some people live their whole life and they never get the answers to these questions. And I was really curious. What questions are these that grown people can't answer? Here I was a little kid. I was ready to answer because, when I was in 6th grade, of course, I knew everything, right? So I wanted to know what these questions were that adults couldn't answer, and they even lived and died and answered them. I was on pins and needles in my classroom. And my teacher said, one of the first questions is, who am I? Like, who am I? You mean people don't know who they are? I know who I am. Again, I was a kid. And so I thought, oh my goodness, I know who I am. How come people don't know who they are? The next question was, where did I come from? Where did I come from? And the third question is, why am I here? And even though I was in 6th and 7th grade at that time, and I thought I had the answers for everything in the world, the older I got, the more I found out that I didn't always have the answers to these basic, simple, foundational questions. And I tell you what, until you can sit down, and I really challenge everyone within the sound of my voice to take some time, get a pencil and paper, write down these 3 questions and answer them for yourself. I tell you what you come out with as your answers will be a gold mine of information about yourselves. And the answers to these 3 questions should be the foundations for which you lay your life. Who are you? Who are you? Where did you come from? And why are you here on earth? What is your purpose for being here on earth? Because I tell you what, when you see people who are depressed, unhappy, unfulfilled in your life, I promise, don't know their purpose. They don't know why they're here. One of the things that gives so much meaning to our lives is when we do understand who we are and what our purpose is and what we were put on earth to do. These are major questions, ladies, that we have to take the time to answer. We can't sugarcoat it. We cannot push this up under the rug. We have to take these questions, really, and tonight, and just seriously, it's like taking a mirror and looking in it and seeing who we really are. Peeling off the mask, I advise you to do it alone. Just peel off the mask and ask yourself honestly and answer these questions because it may take a while. It may take a while. You're really probably going to need pencil and paper to sit down, and it may take some prayer. As Shani was saying, I don't know who you pray to, but it may take prayer, meditation, thought, if you don't already know the answer. And then another thing, you may know the answer to one and not know the answer to the other. You may know who you are. You may know where you came from, but you might not know what your purpose is. What are you here on earth to do? And let me give you a little help. I'll give you a little help. If you want to really know some of the answers to these questions, there is a book entitled Purpose Driven Life. If you've never read the book, I would advise you to read it. It's by Rick Warren. It was the #1 bestseller in the entire world for 30 weeks. 30 weeks on the New York Times best. No other book has ever done that. It was the #1 book in the world, second to the Bible, of course, for 30 weeks. So that's a phenomenal book, but it also tells us that there are many, many, many millions of people on earth that don't know their purpose and really want to know who they are, where did they come from, why they're here. What am I on earth to do? That book will give you the guidance and the direction that you need and will help you to begin as a powerful woman in action to lay a very solid foundation for your life. Back to you, Shani.
I love it. Thank you so very much for sharing it. I definitely connect with that a lot, and those are really 3 beautiful concepts to really focus on. Who you are, what did you come from, where did you come from, and what is your purpose? And as you were saying it really made sense because as I developed myself, those are the 3 questions that I asked myself to make each step. I needed to know where I came from to know where I was going. I needed to know what I wanted to do to know what I, what I mean? Like those are questions. So I love it. Very, very informational. Well, after all of that, I feel full.
One thing else I did want to say. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
One thing I did really want to say really quick is that we don't often share this with the ladies, but all all three of us are coaches. And sometimes if a person is stuck in an area, especially dealing with the foundational things that we're talking about today, and they really desire to be a powerful woman in action, I just wanted our listeners to know that the three of us are available as coaches. Each one of us is a coach and very equipped to help anyone who is struggling in any of these areas. I just want to throw that out there.
Absolutely. I love that. Thank you for putting that out there. And please be sure to reach out. I know our wonderful leader, Mrs. Keelan Massaro is not a part, but she is definitely present. Her energy is still here. So be sure to reach out to her and let her know like your opinions and thoughts. And if you need any energy or rub-ons, please let her know. And Dr. Sandra Shipp, she's here. So please reach out. Please feel free to reach out. We're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight's call. And please look out for the recording on the page. Dr. Sandra Shipp, did you have any closing remarks that you wanted to add? Absolutely. Please be sure to leave your comments and questions on Facebook. That's where we're going to post it on Powerful Women in Action. And thank you once again for just tuning in and being a part of this. Everything we do is to make sure that we keep our Mrs. Keelan happy and celebrate her and what she's bringing to the table and what she's looking to do. And I hope we did nothing short of what she's looking to do. So thank you so much. Please comment. Please ask your questions. We're here and we're open to gracefully answer all. No closings. All right. So you guys have a wonderful evening. I love you all and be blessed.